Hello, this is video number 2 for the semester, and it comes at an important time, a weighty time in terms of overall grade, a 100-point final essay for the rhetorical analysis. It's assignment number 5, part 1. Please keep 2 major things in mind while working this week towards the Wednesday night due date. Number 1, take time to look over my comments on your rough draft, but also budget time to look at your own writing with your own fresh eyes. I know in a 6-week summer course, the deadlines pretty much come one after the other, after the other, after the other, in a quick time frame. But it is important to spend time away from a draft and return to it with a critical eye. Read it out loud to yourself and look for higher order concerns first. So there are higher order concerns and lower order concerns. Higher order concerns are content, organization, structure. Lower order concerns are like grammar, punctuation, stuff like that. You might want to make a passage map of your essay and write down on a piece of paper or copy and paste into a clean document your thesis and topic sentences. Topic sentence is the first sentence of each body paragraph. Does your line of reasoning hold up? Meaning, is your thesis solid, and is there a thread from that thesis to the first sentence of every single body paragraph? For example, do you have main argument, purpose, audience, credibility, logical and emotional appeals? Do you refer to sentence level rhetorical techniques that are listed in the handout under the sophisticated and stylish 30? That's in the rhetorical techniques handout. That should be in your introduction. That should be in a thesis statement. If that sounds overly complicated, you need to take another look at the Nancy Mayer's Google Slides, especially towards the end when I give a thesis statement for her essay, her article, disability. Have everything in that thesis statement and then check, make sure your body paragraphs have that. Also in reverse, maybe you have a very weak introduction. People write an introduction first because they think chronologically it's the first thing that I need to write because it's the first thing people read. But sometimes it's effective to write the body paragraphs first. Then you know what you're going to say. I mean, if you've ever gotten an essay back in high school or college and it says, your conclusion is strong, but your introduction is weak, that's because you didn't know what you were going to say until you said it. That's your body paragraphs. And then your conclusion was strong because you said everything, you knew what you said, and you have a strong conclusion. Then you got to go back to the introduction and fix it. So one way to think about it is, is your thesis strong? Maybe not. Does it match what's in your body paragraphs? You might have to go in reverse, look at your body paragraphs, then go back and fix your thesis to make it represent all the good content that's in your body paragraph. So a lot of different ways to revise. Some people revise as they go along, but that's not the end of it. I'll be honest, my way of composing is write it, reread it, write it, reread it as I'm working on it. But it's not effective to say, well, that's it. When I'm done because I revised as I went. You're not really going to catch everything big picture that way. You're going to catch a lot of, transitional stuff from paragraph to paragraph, maybe sentence level stuff in terms of like grammar and then the actual content of the paragraph. But in terms of big picture stuff, is everything adding up from the introduction to body paragraph 1? Does body paragraph 1 refer back to the thesis in some way, strong way? Body paragraph 2, same thing, so that you can get the overall big picture structure of the essay. Also, second major thing, you need to make sure you're following the syllabus and drafting and composing in one Google Doc the entire time. You need to submit your final rhetorical analysis essay through the module for assignment number 5, part 1, but you also have to share the Google Doc to ruoff101980@gmail.com. It's just my last name, first name, date of birth @gmail.com. Share it with me, give me edit access. I know it seems maybe to some people like an unnecessary extra step, but it's not. It's actually to benefit you. We're living right now in a very weird AI landscape, as best I can say. So for teachers, we're dealing with stuff that we've never had to deal with before, and we're trying to find ways to make sure that we're grading real student work. The goal is to help you become a better writer, not to evaluate artificial intelligence and the work of an algorithm. So because of that, I'm requiring you to submit it also to ruofftim1980@gmail.com. Why? Because if GPT-0, which I use and it's highly efficient, if it flags your writing for AI usage, then draftback is used in your Google Doc and it shows me your edit process. And if there's no big chunks of information just appearing in your document, then obviously there was no AI usage. So it's used in tandem, the two together, GPT-0 and draftback, in order to be fair to all involved in this new AI landscape. So that's why I'm asking you to do that. And I will not grade an essay unless I have it in the module and in my Google account. So please make sure ruofftim1980@gmail.com. It's on our Canvas homepage right at the top. I've now highlighted it in red because I know I've taken Canvas classes, I've taught Canvas classes. Once you get used to kind of seeing that homepage and maybe something that's highlighted a certain way, you just kind of don't even look at it anymore. So now it's in red and it says, for the final rhetorical analysis essay, make sure you submit it and that I will not grade it. That does not mean that I'll never grade it. It means that I will email you and say, I need you to share this with me through Google Docs and give me edit access. Otherwise, it's just going to hang there and I'm not going to grade it until you do. All right. Please reach out if you have any questions or concerns. I also want to remind everyone that I have office hours on Wednesday nights from 7 to 7:30 through Google Meet. The Google Meet calendar link is in the syllabus. I look forward to reading your final rhetorical analysis essays. And happy Tuesday. Looking forward to reading your work by Wednesday night. Thanks a lot.